Okay, let's talk about this viral Japanese walking trend Al Roker tried, and why I think it might actually be more than just a quirky fitness fad. Pause. Imagine someone telling you that walking, yes walking, could be the key to boosting your metabolism, improving heart health, and even building bone density. Sounds too simple, right? But here's the thing, Al Roker, the guy who famously lost 100 pounds walking, swears by it. And honestly, that got me thinking, why is this method blowing up now? Let's unpack this. So, the basics. Japanese walking is interval training but for walking. 3 minutes hard pace, 3 easy, repeat. But here's what stands out to me, this isn't just about speed. It's about intentionality. Most people zone out on a treadmill, but this method forces you to engage. Personally, I think that's genius. It turns a mundane activity into a mental game. You're constantly switching gears, which keeps your brain as active as your legs. And AL's point about using the easy intervals for reflection? That's not just a bonus, it's a masterstroke. You're not just exercising your body, you're setting your mindset for the week. Now, let's get real about why this matters. Experts say it boosts VO2 max, which is your body's ability to use oxygen efficiently. But what many overlook is how this translates to everyday life. Improved VO2 max means climbing stairs feels easier, running for the bus isn't a death sentence, and honestly, who doesn't want that? And the bone density angle? Huge for older adults or anyone sidelined by joint issues. Walking is low impact, but adding intervals turns it into a stealthy weight-bearing workout. It's like tricking your body into thinking it's doing burpees without the knee pain. But here's where I diverge from the hype. This isn't just a Japanese thing. Interval training has been around for decades. What's fascinating is how social media rebrands old concepts as new to make them digestible. Still, I get why this caught on. In a world obsessed with hustle culture, the idea of effort recovery effort mirrors how we work: crush a task, take a breather, then dive back in. It's a metaphor for productivity. And AL's advice about setting weekly goals during those easy intervals. That's not just motivational fluff. It's practical. You're pairing physical exertion with mental clarity, which science shows enhances memory and focus. The real question is, why now? Why is this trend exploding in 2024? My theory: post-pandemic burnout. People are craving movement that doesn't feel punishing. This method is accessible, no gym, no gear, just your shoes. Plus, the afterburn effect Al mentioned. That's the hook. You're burning calories hours later. That's a selling point in a society glued to quick results. But what I love is how it subtly challenges the no pain, no gain myth. You can get results without misery. So, would I try it? Absolutely. Not just for the physical perks, but for the mindfulness angle. Imagine starting your week with 30 minutes of structured movement and reflection. It's like a reset button. And if Al Roker, a guy who's walked miles to health, endorses it, that's a testimonial I trust. But here's my challenge to you: next time you walk, make it intentional. Even without the intervals, ask yourself, what do I want to achieve this week? You might be surprised what your brain cooks up when your feet are moving. Let me know in the comments, would you give this a shot, or are you already doing it? And if you tried it, did it change how you approach your goals? Pause. Alright, hit subscribe if you're into unpacking trends that blend fitness, psychology, and culture. See you next time.